In a heart-pounding showdown that rocked the very core of the boxing world, Canelo Alvarez stood tall as he defended his hard-earned, undisputed super middleweight titles against the fiercely competitive and power-packed Jaime Munguia. This was not just a fight, it was a clash of titans. It was the moment that every boxing fan had been waiting for, the event that was marked in every sports calendar, and the battle that was destined to shift the tides in the boxing world. The battleground, a place of epic battles and historic victories, was none other than the illustrious T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. This state-of-the-art arena, known for hosting the most celebrated boxing matches in history, was about to add another feather to its cap. The neon lights of the city reflected on its massive structure, creating an aura of both excitement and anticipation. Inside the arena, the atmosphere was electrifying. The deafening roar of the crowd, the palpable tension in the air, and the anticipation were enough to make anyone's heart race. The ring was bathed in light, a solitary island in a sea of darkness where the warriors were about to wage their war. The spectators watched with bated breath as both fighters the ring, their eyes reflecting the determination to claim the crown. Jaime Munguia, the challenger, was a sight to behold. His powerful physique and intense eyes spoke volumes about his preparation. A formidable opponent, with a history of swift and brutal knockouts, he was here to turn the tables. On the other side was Canelo Alvarez, the reigning champion. His reputation preceded him as he stepped into the ring. Known for his deadly combinations and indomitable spirit, Alvarez was a force to be reckoned with. His confidence seemed unshakable, his resolve unbreakable. As the bell rang, the fight began. Every punch thrown and every move made was a testament to their skills, their training, and their sheer willpower. Each round was a roller coaster of emotions, filled with powerful punches, deft dodges, and strategic moves. The spectators were on the edge of their seats, their hearts beating sync with each punch thrown. The intensity of the fight escalated with each round, the anticipation building to a crescendo. The crowd erupted with every successful hit, their cheers flooding the arena. The fight was a display of raw power, strategic prowess, and unyielding determination. It was the epitome of what boxing stands for: strength, skill, and spirit. And when the final bell tolled, it was Alvarez who emerged victorious, claiming the crown by a resounding, unanimous decision. This victory marked another milestone in his illustrious career, further cementing his place as one of the greatest boxers of his generation. Every punch and every move he made etched itself into the annals of boxing history, a testament to his skill and determination. From the early rounds to the climactic finale, Alvarez's dominance was a sight to behold. The electrifying atmosphere of the arena was palpable as the anticipation rose, spectators on the edge of their seats. Alvarez entered the ring, shoulders squared, eyes focused, steps confident. His every gesture bore a testament to his readiness for the clash. Munguia, his challenger, also posed an impressive figure. His aggression was already evident, a wild, unrestrained force waiting to be unleashed. The bell sounded, marking the commencement of the battle. The crowd was hushed, the air heavy with tension. With a quickness that belied his intense focus, Alvarez moved his feet, darting around the ring, his gaze never leaving his opponent. His fists were a blur, a testament to his lightning speed. There was a lethal grace in his movements, a deadly precision that signaled danger. He was a dancer on the canvas floor, his moves strategic, his rhythm unpredictable. Munguia attacked, a relentless barrage of blows aimed at Alvarez, yet, for all his force, his blows met nothing but air. Alvarez was always a step ahead, a shadow that couldn't be touched, couldn't be hit. He was surgical with his strikes, each one a calculated maneuver that chipped away at Munguia's defense. Despite Munguia's valiant efforts, he was left gasping for air. Each inhale was a struggle, each exhale a surrender. His punches grew weaker, his movements slower. The look in his eyes defeat, yet his spirit refused to yield. He fought back, valiantly standing his ground despite the onslaught. Alvarez, however, stood firm. His eyes were steel, his stance unyielding. There was a certain calm about him, a tranquility that contrasted with the chaos around him. His control was unwavering, his command of the fight absolute. Each punch he threw, each dodge he made, was a carefully calculated move. His strategy was clear, his tactics impeccable. Munguia's efforts were in vain. Alvarez was a master of his craft. The crowd watched in awe, silent witnesses to the brilliance of his performance. The final bell rang, signaling the end of the fight, but one thing was clear: the real battle had been won long before. Alvarez was the victor, not just in the fight, but in the minds and hearts of the spectators. Alvarez stood firm, a master of his craft, dictating the tempo of the battle with unwavering control. In the aftermath of the epic clash, Alvarez's words filled the air, echoing through the stadium with a resonant power that was palpable to all those within earshot. The echo of his voice seemed to hang in the air like a ghost, the afterimage of a bright flame that once ignited was difficult to extinguish. His words, carefully chosen and delivered with the gravitas of a seasoned warrior, resonated with the weight of champions. This was a man who had just emerged victorious from what was being hailed as one of the most spectacular fights in recent history. His eyes sparkled with the fierce joy of the fight, his face was still flushed with the thrill of victory, and his words carried the weight of hard-won wisdom. He lauded Munguia's raw power, the sheer destructive force of his blows that had time and time again tested the limits of his own endurance. He spoke of the kinetic energy, the brute strength and the raw determination that Munguia had demonstrated throughout their battle. But it wasn't just praise he had for his formidable opponent. He also spoke of the learning experience, the sharpening of his own skills that had been necessitated by such a formidable adversary. He humbly acknowledged his own unmatched ability to anticipate and sidestep danger. He spoke of his agility, his quick thinking, and ability to read the flow of the battle. He acknowledged that his strengths lay not just in his physical prowess but in his strategic acumen, his ability to stay one step ahead of his enemy. His insights into the fight were a masterclass in tactics and strategy. He was a fighter, yes, but also a scholar of the sport. His understanding of the dynamics of the fight were evident in his analysis, as he dissected the intricate dance of attack and defense, feint and counterattack that had played out in the ring. As the world clamored for hints of his next challenge, Alvarez remained stoic. He didn't feed into the anticipation, the speculation, or the rumor mill. Instead, he allowed the anticipation to build, feeding off the energy of the crowd, their excitement and anticipation palpable. He was a warrior with sights set on glory, a man who lived for the thrill of the fight, for the ecstasy of victory. And yet, despite the clamor and the speculation, despite the anticipation that hung heavy in the air, Alvarez kept the flames of anticipation burning bright. He refused to indulge in speculations, refused to give in to the pressure of expectation. He remained focused, his gaze fixed firmly on the horizon, ready to seize any opportunity that beckoned with promise. Meanwhile, in the shadows cast by the ring's glow, David Benavidez, a rising star in the realm of combat sports, hungry for a taste of greatness, made his intentions known. Benavidez, a formidable figure whose immense potential had been the topic of whispers among boxing aficionados, loomed in the darkness of the arena. This was a man who had been shaped by the harsh realities of life, by a relentless desire to rise above the ordinary. Born into humble circumstances, he had embraced the fight, both physically and metaphorically, as his only path to salvation. He stood tall, his silhouette framed by the harsh glow of the ring. His eyes were as hard as diamonds, forged under the crushing weight of his aspirations. They were fixed on the horizon, not just a geographical entity, but a metaphorical representation of his dreams, his ambitions, his future. In that gaze was contained an ocean of determination, a restless energy that refused to be contained. He was a man on a mission, a warrior preparing for a battle would either catapult him to eternal glory or condemn him to obscurity. Without warning, he found his voice, a resonant baritone that cut through the air like a hot knife through butter. He boldly declared his ascent to the 175-pound division, a statement that was as much an indication of his ambitious plans as it was a challenge to any who dared stand in his way. The audacity of his announcement was not lost on the spectators who had come in droves to witness the spectacle the sport of boxing had promised. It was a declaration that echoed off the heavy, tension-laden walls of the boxing arena. As he made his statement, the room fell silent. The spectators, the officials, even his rivals, all took a moment to digest what he had just said. The announcement was followed by whispers of anticipation, of speculation, of what this could mean for the future of boxing. The gauntlet had been thrown, and the boxing world waited with bated breath for the reverberations of this monumental declaration to settle. The shift to the 175-pound division was move, a strategic decision born out of countless hours of analysis, of training, of preparation. It set the stage for a potential clash of titans, a meeting that would not only determine the fate of the individuals involved, but would also have a significant impact on the world of boxing. This was the promise of a battle that would echo through the annals of boxing history. Alvarez's masterful performance not only solidified his standing as a titan among men, but also ignited a fire in the hearts of fans worldwide. His raw talent, paired with a dedication seldom seen, was on full display for all to see. He danced around the ring with such poise and grace, dodging punches and retaliating with lightning-quick jabs, that it was almost as if he was putting on a ballet rather than a boxing match. His prowess, undeniably impressive, had been honed over years of relentless training and irrefutable passion. Every drop of sweat he had spilled, every punch he had thrown, every victory and defeat he had tasted, culminated in this electrifying display of pugilism. His rivals have come and gone, each one a formidable adversary in his own right, but none quite matching up to Alvarez's sheer determination and indomitable spirit. Some have come close, pushing him to his limits, testing his mettle, but in the end, each has fallen, bested by his skill, tactics, and the fire that burns brightly in his eyes. He's not just a boxer, he's a gladiator, a warrior, a man fueled by ambition and a desire to be the best. A man who has made sacrifices, put in the work, and never shied away from a challenge. He stands in the ring not just to fight but to inspire, to show the world what it means to truly strive for greatness. In his arduous journey, Alvarez has become more than a man. He's become a symbol, an embodiment of perseverance and dedication. Rumors are swirling about who could be his next opponent. Whispers of names both new and old echo through the halls of boxing history, each carrying their own unique set of skills and challenges. A new contender could be an unpredictable wild card, an experienced veteran may hold wisdom and strategy. Each one leaves their own question mark hanging in the air, a tantalizing enigma adding fuel to the anticipation. The fans are ready, palpable. They're awaiting the announcement, holding their breath, their heartbeats in sync with the ticking of the clock. The speculation, the excitement, the suspense. It all adds up to a thrilling atmosphere charged with anticipation. The question lingers in the air like a challenge waiting to be accepted. Who will dare step into the ring to face the indomitable Canelo Alvarez next? Anticipation mounts, the collective hearts of fans around the world race, each beat echoing the same question. Who has the courage, the resilience, the willpower to face this titan? Only time will tell. The stage is set, the stakes are high, and the world watches with bated breath, eager to witness the next chapter in the saga of a true boxing legend. The world waits for the moment, the reveal, the challenge. Not just to see who will be the next to face Alvarez, but to once again witness the spectacle that is Canelo Alvarez, a titan among men, a legend in the making.